Hi, Bridget Dutta Portman here, author of the new young adult sci-fi fantasy novel, The Twin Stars. And in this short video, I'd like to talk a bit about one of my very favorite subjects, villains. I've always loved fictional villains, often even more than the heroes. There's just something interesting about them. So what makes a really intriguing, memorable, strong villain? Um, and I'll use the example of one of the villains of the Twin Stars, Prince Bernash. So one of the things that I think makes a strong villain, and that I tried to keep in mind when creating Bernash, is that the villain is often the opposite in many ways of the hero, of the protagonist. Where the hero is weak, the villain is often strong. So my hero, Olive, is she doesn't have a lot of confidence. She has a lot of self-doubts. So Bernash, the villain, is overly confident. He's almost too confident. Olive often worries about how her actions will affect others. Bernash never worries about that. He just goes for what he wants and he'll hurt anyone in order to get it. So secondly, I think that strong villains are very active. So they have a very strong want that's very personal to them, and they are willing to take strong and often very destructive actions to get that want. Bernash definitely fits in there. He wants to rule the planet, and he's willing to do whatever it takes, including hurting and even killing others. And then third, I think the most interesting villains are the heroes of their own stories. So no matter how evil they are, they think that they are in the right. They believe that they're justified in what they are doing. And so in Burnash's backstory, it's not that he's sympathetic. I didn't try to make him sympathetic, but he believes that he's the victim. He thinks that his parents, the king and queen, were planning to replace him with his adopted sister. So I'm going to now read an excerpt which is describing Prince Bernash. He looked exactly as Olive had envisioned him. He was older than Cosima. He'd been 14 when he discovered her as a baby in the meteorite crater, which would make him about 30 now. His hair was entirely white, with a silver sheen that gave him the appearance not of old age, but of great power. His brows arched steeply over eyes the color of molten metal, and his lips were twisted into a permanent grimace, so that even when he smiled it looked predatory. He wore a long-sleeved tunic and hooded indigo robe, the latter elaborately embroidered with glittering white thread. He looked to Olive like a star in human form, and in a sense he was one. Just as Cosima drew her creative powers from the red sun, Bernash wielded the destructive energy of the dead sun. So I tried to play with the idea of opposites there. If you are intrigued and you want to read more about Bernash and Olive and Cosima, my book, The Twin Stars, is available on Amazon now. You can also go to my website, bridgetdettaportman.com, and you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Bye for now.